Hey guys, CJ here with a little bit of a late review of Grayson, which just continues to be one of my favorite series so far this year. While I'll limit the fact that this is most likely not a permanent change to the character, I really hope Tim Seeley and Tom King have some say in the character's future. They get him. They get the core of the character. They get his essence. They get his personality. I'll explain that in a little bit, though. So this issue started abruptly, to put it mildly, and that's really the only negative I have with it. They said, you know what would make a good issue? Or, for the sake of plot, just shake up Dick, Helena, the Midnighter, and a baby, and just drop them in the middle of the desert, and, no food, no water, days walk from any help at all, and, just see what happens. Just watch. You're just going to put them there. It's going to go down. It's great for character development. And you know what? They were actually right. That's, it's a brilliant issue. Arguably my second favorite of this run so far, behind the Future's End tie-in, which was just fantastic as well. But other than a tidbit at the end where you find out it was more or less a regular mission gone wrong, and in the middle where you find out that the Midnighter basically swooped in and the whole thing went pear-shaped, no other explanation is given. And you know what? Like I said, it's one of the best issues yet. So let's jump into the plot. More or less, Dick and Helena were on another mission to retrieve a meta-organ, and this time it's a heart inside a woman who is pregnant. And at some point during their extraction, the Midnighter caught up with them, and they go down in the desert in their helicopter. They crash, Helena is injured, and what follows is a 10-day journey, both mentally and physically for Dick, also for the reader, mentally that is, as he has to leave both Helena, who got, I think it's implied she got shot, I think, or she got, wounded somehow in the crash, and the Midnighter, whom he later pimp-slapped. He leaves them both behind. Don't worry, both Midnighter and Helena live. They're recovered by Spiral. Luckily, Dick left them a little bit of water. But especially for someone like Helena who went down on day 3, it's kind of surprising she lasted all the way to day 10. But essentially, the highlight of this issue is beyond the art, which is always so good. It's the journey I just mentioned. With his back against the wall and half-addled by a lack of rest, food, and water, Grayson actually, he opens up. He gives us, our best look at someone who was raised to be essentially like more than just a man. He is a man, but he's something more as well, kind of like Batman. He doesn't give up when he has to do something he knows is right. Especially, one line stands out to me as poignant in this issue and kind of symbolic of that fact, is when he's finally passed out from exhaustion on day 10, he's found by an Arab couple, and the wife keeps talking, I should say, about, she's like, thank God, we've prayed for a baby for so long, and God has finally delivered one to us, and it kind of, I guess it's a reference to the biblical story of, I believe it's Abraham, and it's something about Rebecca, some biblical story. You can correct me if I'm wrong, it's from the Old Testament. And she's like, God's delivered this baby to us, and the husband replies, this is no God, look, this is only a man. And I think that pretty much, sums up his entire relationship with Batman pretty evenly. It sums him and Batman up pretty like in one fell swoop. It's a perfect line. But they're just men, and that's so long been the reason why a lot of people are attracted to Batman as a character, and to a lesser extent Dick Grayson, is the fact that they're men in a world of gods, doing things that men have no right to be doing. Like, you look at what Batman does, and you're kind of like, this is stupid, this is ridiculous. It's like, who would willingly do that to themselves? But beyond that, it's just, I just think that line is very poignant, and it kind of sums up the character very well, and it kind of sums up this issue very well as well. This is just the man, but yeah, the story, it's kind of a shortcut as we get into negatives here, and it would be an undoubtable negative if the story weren't so damn good as I've just rambled on about for what is now like 3.5 minutes. But really, honestly, this continues to be the best new series of 2014, and it was something that when it came out, a lot of us were probably pretty hesitant about, like, just in terms of like, oh, you're gonna make Dick Grayson like James Bond or something. And I just really think it's been very surprising. It's honestly been, quite a pleasant surprise, if I might say, that it's turned out so well. So anyways, like I said, probably not a permanent change to the character. He'll be Nightwing again soon, without any doubt. But anyways, yeah. So that about wraps it up. I'm not giving a grade because we don't give grades for issues like this, but if I did, it would be damn close to a 10. So that about wraps it up for me here. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.